Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope you're all doing fantastic and that you are all having an incredible day. And without further ado, let's jump right into it. Apparently, big corporations are entering the cryptocurrency space. They've been here for a while, but you understand what I mean. Camera giant Canon, C-A-N-O-N in particular, wants to set the stage for its refreshing concept. Okay, they're trying to build an NFT marketplace that fits its brand's image. If you have not been here in the last 2 years, or even if you have, I have no idea how you managed to miss that NFTs are still a thing. NFTs are very popular, continue to gain in popularity, and a lot of different companies know it. We've now moved lightly, heavily, not sure, away from the idea that an NFT just has to be an image. And now they're 3D things, they're video games, they're also other things. It's basically anything that is digital that you would like to own can be an NFT in some sort of way. There were a large number of companies who announced back in 2021 that they wanted to get into the space. There was like public backlash, not cryptocurrency public backlash, but like normal people backlash, because everyone was believing the lies or whatever that was being thrown out there as far as like electricity usage and all this other stuff. And now you may have noticed how a large portion of that information has kind of waned, as Ethereum is now, I think it's meant to be carbon negative. I'm not sure on that, but you kind of get the generalized idea. So companies are now ripping and roaring to move back into the space. The American division of global camera icon Canon announced that it has plans to launch wait for it, an Ethereum NFT marketplace. What? That's crazy. Why would they be using the most popular blockchain on the planet like everyone else? It's almost like the last 7 years have been kind of telltale, and I've been telling all of you that Ethereum was going to continue to be used by all these companies. Dedicated to photography, and they're calling it Kadabra, similar to the Pokemon, but with a C and not with a K, later on this year. The initial announcement comes as part of the Image Giants panel at the NFT NYC conference, and here's a little tweet for it right here. It says, coming soon, a curated photography marketplace from Canon USA. Sign up now to stay connected. Kadabra, curated photography marketplace, which is exactly what the other thing said up there. Wonderful. Although details about Canon's new marketplace are scarce, the imaging icon has shared that Kadabra would offer curated pictures through NFTs across various categories, including wildlife, sports, and lifestyle. Canon also revealed that the platform would serve as a secondary marketplace for trading the NFTs. I know maybe this isn't a thing that many people know about. For those of you who don't know, you know that you can buy, so like I buy art and I buy like art prints. There are a lot of people who buy art photos, like photography. Like you've seen them before, like the really famous ones of like the lion walking down the street, or the one like the above head shot of the camels, and you think that you're looking at the camels, but it's really it's their shadow, like that kind of thing. And these end up being worth a huge amount of money. So I understand where they're coming from. I don't think particularly that every single company needs to get into the cryptocurrency and or NFT space. Like I think that things are just simply okay in certain aspects with the world. Everything doesn't have to be NFTized or blockchainized or any other eyes that may be actually out there. But I do get the idea of if there are famous artists who are going to be releasing photography that they've taken, have sold in print form, but also want to have an edition of 50 when it comes to like an NFT or something like that, that these would or could potentially actually be quite valuable. There are a couple of companies, I mean, there are more than a couple of companies, you can see them, basically that sell famous photos in edition sizes that are signed and stuff like that. And you'd be terribly shocked to figure out that some of these things sell for $15,000, $20,000, $35,000 after the edition has actually been released. So cool. The news is Canon has officially announced they're going to start an NFT marketplace called Kadabra, and they're going to be making NFTs. It's going to be on top of Ethereum. No surprise there. And yeah, let's move on. Also in, okay, sure, why not? Ripple Labs. I don't know what. Okay. Did I miss something? So you know that the coin is called XRP. We're all there? Cool. And the company is called Ripple. But in like 2015, 2016, they changed the name from Ripple Labs just to Ripple. But every article that I'm reading nowadays has the name Ripple Labs all over again. I don't think that they have changed their name to Ripple Labs like back again. Is that like the thing that people are doing on Twitter or the interwebs now, where everyone's just simply calling it Ripple? And I'm asking honestly, because I haven't seen any announcement going over daily news, but I keep seeing the word Ripple Labs everywhere as if it's their official name. Ripple, the company behind XRP, has introduced a business liquidity hub. This innovative solution enables businesses to, there we go, the word, access digital asset liquidity from a variety of crypto exchanges, market makers, and over-the-counter marketplaces globally. Fantastic. The Liquidity Hub aims to seamlessly connect fiat systems and cryptocurrencies. Ripple announced the launch on the 14th of April following the successful pilot of the product last year. The idea of a liquidity hub, and I know it sounds nonsensical, is to give liquidity to other markets. Ripple in particular is meant to be more than just a cryptocurrency company. They're meant to be like a bridge between other assets and banks and essentially, I guess, other countries. I'm not really sure what their motto kind of is now. And the idea is you would want to offer access to extra money and or liquidity and different markets to be able to not only make it more seamless for companies to be able to do business, but also like for them to use you as a partner. If you use my service, Ripple, the company, ends up getting a cut of any business that would be happening and or access, and or it also increases their reach around the world as people then begin to know them as more of a, not just a cryptocurrency company, because banks usually also allow extra or access to liquidity for businesses. And this is essentially what Ripple's also trying to do. The newly launched Liquidity Hub seeks to integrate solutions that help businesses access and manage liquidity across platforms. With this tool, corporations can optimize cryptocurrency liquidity and leverage a vast payout network to power payments, treasury options or operations, and other services using It says using advanced technology. Good job. The product sources the best rates for crypto assets, eliminating the need for pre-funded capital positions with multiple liquidity venues. This approach frees up capital for businesses, enabling them to manage their resources more efficiently. Additionally, the Liquidity Hub operates 24/7. I know that sounds nonsensical, but it should in general. So many different companies, and this is not singling out Ripple, it's more like a generalized companies in general in the financial world. Whenever they launch like a 24/7 product, they're like, oh, but look at, you can use it at nighttime, even like before you go to sleep. Like we might be sleeping, but you could use it. And it's like, well, that's the point of crypto. Like you might be asleep, but I can still use it 24 hours a day. So, but most traditional financial things do not have any kind of thing that is constantly offering people access to their products 24 hours a day. Therefore, the Liquidity Hub is operating 24/7, as one would assume, providing businesses with access to a wide range of global payout channels. The feature enables flexibility and speed in managing digital asset transactions while allowing users to effectively track their funds. So, this is incredible. This is amazing. This is awesome, and all those other things. I saw nowhere that XRP would actually be a part of this, nor did I see their ODL, on-demand liquidity. I don't actually understand how they would do this. This might simply be that they have billions of their own dollars or monies that they're going to allow other businesses to access to have additional liquidity to perform their operations. However, historically, nearly everything in the last 5 years that Ripple has done has circled around on-demand liquidity and or XRP in some sort of way. So yeah, they have a new business liquidity hub. It says nowhere that XRP is going to be a part of this. I would assume so, just because that's kind of who they are and what they do. I saw another article saying that maybe there was no mention of XRP because this may be more of a US focused kind of thing, but I don't think so. From what I've read, this seems to be like a worldwide feature for companies that they're trying to use, and I doubt that they would simply exclude XRP because people within the US wouldn't be able to use it. So cool. Ripple's in the news all the time. Once again, they're making sure that they are, everyone knows that they're still there despite what Gary Gensler might be doing to them and to the rest of the world because, corruption. And yeah, let's move on. I'm actually shocked. The Montana State House of Representatives have now passed a crypto bill that classifies crypto as personal property. After 64 members voted for it, while another 35 voted against. Why would you vote against that? It just doesn't make any sense. Can you imagine someone being like, hey, can we have a vote so that your house is your actual property, and then you have people vote against that? Doesn't that seem a little weird? If you bought something, I would logically assume that's yours. That's your personal property. No one should have the right to take it away from you because who voted against the idea of allowing something that someone purchased to be there? With the new legislation, the state intends to legalize cryptocurrency mining and protect the rights of people who are mining it in the state. And when I said I was surprised, it's because a lot of these proposals get pushed forward. There's always some senator, congressional leader who are like, hey, let's give people freedom and let them own what they own. And then usually these proposals get shut down because I don't understand how you couldn't want someone to own their own property. I mentally, my brain is hurting because I can't understand it. So the fact that this actually went through and is now law, it seems logical, but you have to write these things into law. Otherwise they aren't law. Weird, right? The Montana State Bill, dubbed SB 178, was introduced by Republican Senator Daniel Zoinikov, 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 okay, in November of last year. Notably, the pro-crypto bill, which has overwhelming support from lawmakers, will become law after the state governor, Greg Gianforte, signs it. Interestingly, the bill will put an end to the extra taxes on the use of... Oh, that's interesting. The bill will put an end to the extra taxes on the use of crypto as a payment method. That is quite interesting. There should have never been a discussion that you get taxed when you use crypto as a form of payment. It doesn't make any sense. Why would that have ever been a thing? I don't understand how the US isn't at the literal forefront of all of this stuff. Raise your hand unless you're driving. How many of you thought that by 2023, the US of A would have been the spot for cryptocurrencies? There's no discussion about it. Why would there ever be a tax on using? I don't get it. And would regard cryptocurrencies, digital assets, and NFTs as personal property. That should have also never been a discussion. I'm sure that, listen, the fact that I'm trying not to rant. I'm trying really hard. The fact that individual states have to write into law that something you purchased is yours is weird. It's not just me, right? I'm sure this isn't a thing for houses, for gold, for your phone. You own it. You bought it. It's yours. Can you imagine if this law had not passed and something else that said NFTs, crypto, and digital assets can belong, you bought it, but the state can also own it? Why do we live in this world? Why do these things have to be written into law as opposed to just simply being fact? I don't understand. Additionally, the proposed law will take power from local governments, preventing them from using zonal law to stop people who are mining. In the same vein, the law will put an end to discriminating electricity rates. That is, this is also a very weird thing. So companies are able to charge people who are trying to mine cryptocurrencies a different rate than everyone else is actually being charged. I just want it to make sense, and it doesn't. Like it just never actually makes sense. So cool. There were a bunch of other states around the U.S. who were trying to propose things like this. A lot of them, we have not heard from them, so I assume they did not pass and or they were shut down. But once again, golf clap to Montana for actually passing a law that should have been... It's kind of being like, oh, hey, everyone who exists can go outside and breathe in air. And then someone's like, whoa, we got to make that into law. You know, the air is not for everyone. So I would like to see a world where logic simply prevailed and this did not have to even be a discussion. Like what was the opposite of this? Does anyone live in Montana? Was the already situation that if you owned crypto, it wasn't your property? Remember that thing a couple of months ago in China? There was like some law case or whatever where I think someone had 300 of a crypto. I think I want to say Bitcoin. I'm not really sure. And someone stole it from him allegedly. And then the court had to like rule that it was actually his property and he had to have it returned to him. And I was like, what? Like that was a discussion? You took months as a court to be like, well, he paid for it and it was his and then someone stole it. Is it just the new guys? Should we just let him? That doesn't seem right. Should we? Whoa, guys. Should we give him back the thing he purchased? No, that is far too radical. I don't get why the world is this way. I feel like there are so many other things that we could be focusing on as like, oh, snaps, that's actually affecting people. And that needs to be, okay, I'll stop talking about it because this is giving me a headache. That's the Montana State House of Representatives. Who were the 35 people who said no? What? There were people who were trying to make sure that anything you purchased could not be yours? What? That's a thing? What? I don't know. There's always been weird people in history. Like if you're able to find it, it's relatively obscure. Back like in the long ago, when people were trying to get like space on streets for cars as opposed to just like a horse and buggy, there were people who also like voted against it. They were like, no, I want people to exclusively use horses. Same exact thing with TV. There were people who voted against like the actual creation and usage or like mass production of TVs because they thought that it would like, well, it did. They thought that it would like destroy sales of radio. Like no one would ever use a radio ever again. I don't know. We live in a weird planet. That's the crypto bill passed. I think there's like 4 other ones out there in the US. Let's see if they also logically get passed as well. Yeah. Let's move on. Rightio. I do hope that you've all enjoyed. I do hope that you all are having a great day, morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be. I do hope it's absolutely fantastic. Thank you all once again for the support over the last 7 years. It's been 7 gosh darn years of making a video every single day, and I thank all of you that have been there. Thank you all once again for watching, listening, liking, commenting, and or supporting, and I will most certainly be talking to you all soon. See you.